Hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome to Don't Look at the Bus. We're back here live on camera for the first time.
First time.
Except for that promo.
Well, yeah.
But we're here to tell you about all the cool things that are going to happen and all the things that did happen. But this podcast, we're just going to talk about everything under the sun except politics and religion. And
we find them too divisive.
Yeah, because we're both ends of the spectrum.
Definitely, but our friendship...
We refuse to meet in the middle, but...
We do, but our friendship has lasted this long, and so we hope to be a good example for anyone out there. Just, you can be friends with anybody. With anybody.
Alright.
Oh gosh, so, what was it? The last time we chatted was June of last summer.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, it's been since June, because I'm sorry, not the last time we talked, but the last time we recorded anything, it was June of last year, because I had just come home from a much-needed vacation.
It was California, right?
No, it was Sunnyside, Washington, but I was gone for like 4 or 5 days, and it was amazing, and I actually listened to it recently, and I'm actually going back at the end of September, so I can't wait.
That's cool.
It's going to be great.
I'm, nothing really new with me. I worked on a boat. But it was an inflatable boat.
Hey, we used it though.
Yeah, that's true.
We did.
We finally took it down the Pack River.
We did.
Had fun with that.
It was really fun, actually. It was nice. It was just you and me.
Yeah.
And some chicken.
Some chicken,
some chicken.
We had some chicken.
Yeah.
So there was other people that were on the river there too.
Yeah.
And it was like really fun. I mean, we just like ran into them, but
yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
No, it was very quiet, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Like, it was very relaxing. I think it was just a good day of not having to go to work, not having to deal with the chaos. Just get down there, float the pack, listen to nature, whatever. So I actually enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. I learned how to use a snorkel mask and the fins and shit. I feel like I want to go get my diving certificate next year.
Really?
It'd be pretty fun because
that's new.
I mean, I've always been paranoid about the water, but now that I can actually swim in the water, because you haul ass when you're wearing fins.
No,
I never knew
sure.
this. I always thought you just.
So why couldn't you find my flip flops?
Because drunk ass wasn't keeping an eye on them. But
yeah, probably.
Yeah. But yeah, that was. I mean, the water down there where we go. We're not going to tell you where our swimming spot is because we don't want out-of-staters.
Man, how many? It was everyone from Washington. So
Washington and the county south of us, and it's like you have a big ass
north
to yourself.
Too.
Oh yeah.
North too. Yeah. Everyone just kind of came down there and flooded the entire public area, and so.
And they're all spilling over into where the locals swim.
Yeah.
It's like stop.
Yeah.
Then we found out that somebody who was a local was showing everyone, this is where the locals go to swim. And it's like.
Please
stop. That's how you get ran out of town, stupid.
Yeah, on a rail.
On a rail.
Ooh.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Right?
Style.
That's what I was just thinking. No. Man.
But yeah, it's been a wild year.
Yeah. So I think everyone wants to kind of know, how did you handle the 1 month of quarantine that? The ghost. Holy crap.
There goes
the ghost.
There goes our soft lighting.
Sorry about that. Hey, man, when you're recording, you just let it go.
Yeah, this is
Actually, I don't mind it. Anyway.
It's our makeshift studio.
Yeah, for right now, this is what we have.
That lighting makes me look bolder than I really am.
You could just, like I said, wear your mask. But it looks
I look
silly.
like a bunny. Are you ready? Yes.
You look so pretty.
So
Aww.
So handsome.
I actually have a black one in my bag if you want to wear it.
No.
Anyways, so how did you handle lockdown? I think we
quarantine?
Yeah, quarantine. You still worked, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we've been working this. Well,
I had a month
off, but I worked the entire time. Yeah.
I spent most of that month. I didn't really change a whole lot, other than I just didn't go to my job. You're such a badass. I didn't go to my job. I think I drank a lot of low-priced beer. Watched a lot of Netflix. Watched some really bad Netflix. I'm so sorry that I put you through that.
Well, we had The Witcher. That was
Ooh,
the best.
Yes.
And then when you were watching You.
Oh god.
It's like
it was like an entire day of just.
Show.
I was like laying on the couch the whole day, and we just had the taco party.
Mm-hmm.
We just had the taco party. So it was like every 2 or 3 episodes, get up, go make some tacos, and then go lay back down on the couch.
And I think I was sitting on there playing The Sims for a while.
Something like that, yeah.
God.
It was like every time I came home, you were like, guess what I did with my Sim? Like, he did this, or he conquered these people, or he captured these people in their basement.
Yeah, I was pretty much, I did this, what was it, the cask of Amontillado style, where I start my guy off homeless, I'd make him friends with people, and then I would have him go down, move in with people, and then I'd be like, hey man, come check out the basement here. I mean, hey, have you ever read, I also had a question for you. Have you ever read The Cask of Amontillado? And I'd be like, what? And then I'd wall him in and then just absorb his life, marry his wife, and become a stepfather to his kids, and then...
You also had people working for you in the basement.
Yep,
like lab rats or...
Well, I started a sweatshop.
That's, yeah.
So
oh, God.
They were forced labor.
Oh, my.
It was my little gulag underneath my my post-modern-esque house. It's very contemporary. But,
very contemporary.
That's my sim life.
Oh, my gosh. So yeah, in general, I don't think it really affected us too much. I mean, I was back to work within a month, and if anything, I learned a lot on Netflix. I learned a lot about Joe Exotic. I forgot about that.
God,
we binge watched that.
King.
Oh my gosh, Tiger King.
That feels like a million years ago.
Right? Oh, this whole year has been like 10 in one.
Feels like it. It's a long one, guys.
It's been
I hope
wild.
you're getting through it easier than us.
Man, it's...
I hope you're at least working or...
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
At least trying, or like being able to get back on your feet.
Get outside, get some fresh air, you know, a little bit of stability financially. I mean, it's hitting everyone in a very unique way. You know, some people are great, some people are struggling. Like, I really hope it finds you all doing well. I really do.
Yeah. It's kind of been a long year. I mean, working in the hotel, though, I mean, this summer, since our state has been open, it's been, it's been good being able to actually work, but at the same time, it's kind of like,
yeah, because everyone from the closed states are coming here.
And flooding in.
And, I get it. Yeah. It's like, I would do the same. But at the same time, it's taken over our town quite a bit more than usual, I'd want to say, in a very unique way.
But it's really odd because we're not as busy as we normally are, but when we do get busy, it is insane.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a weird year for the hotels, especially, I know a lot of hotels are closing their doors across the country. Looking out for you guys. Hopefully anybody in the hotel business is watching this.
We're rooting for you.
Yeah.
Stay strong.
Solidarity, brother.
Okay.
Not
talking about politics.
That's not politics. Solidarity.
I'm just messing with you. Anywho, but okay, so that kind of takes us. One thing that has changed in this year, we don't live together anymore. We had an interesting situation, and so I'm now living with my family.
I'm still living at the apartment.
Still living at the apartment. Nothing bad, don't worry. We're still good. Everything's fine. It was just one of those opportunities, and my life looked one way, and so I kind of moved towards that, and then quarantine happened, and everything got shut down. So, nothing bad. We're good, but I do miss living with you. I miss yelling at you about dishes. Not gonna lie.
I miss yelling at you too. I mean, I'm still finding like hair in the drains.
It's never gonna go away.
In the carpet.
It's in the carpet, yeah.
Or just places it's like, yeah.
It's outside hanging from the banister, flailing in the wind. Single tear from Logan. And then a bird swipes it and grabs it and uses it to make its nest.
Those asshole birds that were
pooping all over them.
Well, they were pooping, but there was this one asshole bird. He kept, we had a bird feeder and everything.
That was all you.
Well, I had the bird feeder. But he'd go over there and he'd just start taking all the seed out of there, and
he just throw it everywhere. He wasn't even eating it.
Yeah, he was wasting it on the fucking on the ground. I don't know if he was like trying to get it out for his buddies or just trying to fuck with a squirrel that was in the tree across the way. Like, oh, if you make it over here, there'll be some seeds seat on the floor for you.
Oh, man.
Dick.
Gosh, I do not miss him. He was not fun.
Yeah.
I didn't like him.
I kind of miss him this year. I didn't even put the bird seat out there.
Aww,
I mean, I
poor
put some
guy.
out now, but the birds are like...
He's probably just there at the window just tapping his beak like, Logan, I'm hungry.
I invaded the back patio there.
Please, Logan, I want some more. More? Start smacking him with your like spatula.
You're going off on a tangent.
I'm sorry.
My yeah, it's been a weird yeah, it's been a year weird
Yeah, it's
year.
been a weird year.
But I'm hoping everything will get back to normal here
Yeah.
pretty soon. But
Sure.
but you had some things you wanted to talk about.
Oh, so what was that one thing that we kind of started talking about, and then I was like, no, we're gonna save it.
Oh, something about
Oh, something that you would probably know about, and I.
Oh yeah, well here,
okay,
yeah.
so-
Tell me about your facts.
Okay, so my little fun fact that I didn't know, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, I did a little bit of reading about it, so I'd have a little knowledge, but something I'd heard was that the word salary. Do you know the origin of the word salary?
No.
Okay, so from what I've researched, the origin of the word salary comes from, and my Latin or whatever it is terrible, but it comes from the Roman Empire, and apparently Roman soldiers were paid in salt.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, I knew you'd know something about this. I had no idea, but then someone's like, no, it's a myth, blah, 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 and then I got into, like, reading about the Roman army and everything, and, like, they didn't actually get paid. They got paid in spoils. They didn't have money to send home to their families or anything, so being a Roman soldier didn't mean anything. It meant you owned land, or you were a Roman citizen. Like, that's it.
As soon as you were done with your tour, like after like 10 years, you were able to actually get a plot of land for your
Yeah.
own.
But the whole thing, it was, salary comes from the root word that means salt, and I'm like, what? And so they were talking about Romans being paid in salt, and, like, the importance of salt during that time, and why it could be considered, like, currency, or, whatever, for lack of a better term. And I thought that was fascinating. But from what I've read, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently back then salt had a high value, so if something had high value, it was compared to salt. I found that very interesting. Do you know about this, or do you not?
Oh, I do.
I'm waiting for you to correct me, because...
No, you're spot on.
Okay, awesome, because he's a history buff. Like, he's like a steel trap, and so anytime I think, like, oh, well, this is really awesome, I know Logan's going to know about it, and so...
I learned a fun fact today. I never knew this.
Okay.
Canary Islands.
Okay.
You know where the Canary Islands, right?
I don't know where they're located.
They're like off the coast of Africa, but
Okay,
they're owned by
alright.
Spain.
Okay.
They're, canaries, the birds.
Mm-hmm.
They come from the Canaries, but the birds aren't named there because the birds. It's actually named after dogs.
Interesting.
It's Isle de Canaris, which means Isle of the Dogs. And
Really?
yeah, because there's a breed of dog there that they bred.
Oh, it makes me think of there's one island that has horses, like native horses, and they're only found on the island. I'll have to come back next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Interesting fact, where you question, like, what? It's like, oh, something I might know that you don't.
and a fun word fact too is, you know the origin of the word mortgage?
Mortgage? No.
Okay, so it means it's a death contract. So you have mortgage. So it's you pay it till you die.
That's why people are always trying to pay their mortgage off.
So you don't want to be paying it till you
Yeah,
you're
no,
dead.
for sure.
Comes from the Latin word for mort for death and mort muerta, or Spanish for muerta, but mort.
Anywho.
Morta mortician.
Interesting. How are we doing on time?
I don't know, like 14:41.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought we would take a lot longer than that.
No, it's.
All right.
But there's words. Words are interesting.
Words are very interesting. interesting. So I actually did have an interesting question that I posed to one of my friends earlier, and he had a very interesting response. So I think I want to ask you this.
All right.
And it's like a topic we've never talked about, I don't think. But it has to do with vehicles. And it's interesting because both you and I bought new vehicles this year.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to say what vehicle I drive.
I got an Xterra. It fits
Yeah.
my personality.
I can honestly say I own the nicest vehicle I've ever had in my life, and
Chevy. I don't know the model.
you don't know what it is, but it's so basically I bought a mom car because my theory is, you know how they always say dress for the job you want. Well, I'm driving for the job I want. I want to be a mom. I want to be a wife. Like, I want to be all that fun stuff in a bag of chips. So I bought a car that can handle 5 kids.
Your future husband, get off of her.
Anywho, so this has to do with the vehicle thing. But something I've been wondering. So when a guy and a girl get together, they start dating, right?
Yeah.
The guy has a really nice vehicle. Right? Why are you?
No.
What is going on?
That's just the question. Go ahead.
Okay, weirdo. So, let's say the guy owns a big dumb truck, right? And the girl owns like a really nice little girly car. As soon as they're dating long enough to where the guy trusts her and she can drive his truck or pickup alone, there's something that happens, and I've been guilty of this more times than I care to admit. We get the keys, we're allowed to drive this pickup by ourselves, we roll the windows down and blast the music like we're total badasses, right?
Yeah.
My question is, do guys ever feel that when it comes to driving their girlfriend's car? Right? Because I don't know what it is. Like, a lot of times guys drive more masculine vehicles, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, they usually drive SUVs, which you have now, or they drive, pickups or whatever. It's rare to actually find a guy who drives a car. Most girls, because we think about the future, I guess, and we get cars that can have car seats or SUVs that can fit more people in there. We don't have these big lift pickups. Or, we're very like family focused, I guess
women,
you could say.
Well, the most masculine you can get is probably a tactical soccer vehicle.
I mean, I guess I don't really fit into that stereotype because I've owned like 2-3 pickups and SUVs and one car.
You live in a rural area. Where
I do live in a
where
rural.
we get snow.
It's true.
Four-wheel
But
drive.
I've owned 2 pickups. My last car was a POS Ford Focus. I'm so glad to be rid of that thing. Like, I just wanted to get it out of my life. Worst car ever made, too. Well, top 10, I'm going to say. But anyways.
This episode was brought to you by Ford.
Anywho. But, yeah, I mean, have you ever had that? Like, have you ever driven a girlfriend's car and thought, man, this is nicer than mine. Like, I feel like a badass.
I've probably felt more, I was not as stressed out. I'm not really stressed because it's like, God damn it, I gotta push the seat back. I gotta adjust it.
Yeah,
the mirror has to be up to where my eyes are. And
well, you're
everything.
also very tall, too.
I am. But I mean, like, at the same time though, I had a girlfriend whose car was like pretty much falling apart. So it was more like, hold on, as tight as
hold
I
on
can.
for dear life.
Yeah. And then you have what was it? The other one where you just drive it up the street. So I drove it up the street, but there wasn't really anything
You
really
didn't
there.
have any attachment to it?
No.
I guess what got me thinking about it is I've had my fair share of significant others who haven't had a vehicle or a license.
Oh, but when I drove my boss's car, now that is interesting. Yeah, Acura Infinity, or it's like the SUV or whatever. It's Acura something.
Is that here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Infinity, but it's like her car though is like it's like super futuristic for me. Like I'm used to driving beat up pieces of shit, right? I had to call her to figure out how to put gas in the car because it's like a 2015 or something,
Okay.
and it was like there's a button on the door you got to press, and the gas
Okay, yeah.
the gas door pops out.
Yeah.
Or it slides back or something.
God, I remember when I first bought my new car,
Mm-hmm.
I was at the gas pump and I'm like, wait, I don't know how to open my gas thing.
Yeah.
And I had to actually get back in my car and look it up. And I'm like, how do I open this? And they're like, oh, just push on it. So I go up, back out, and I'm like, and it opens up. But it was like, oh, okay.
So when I got my Xterra, though, that
Mhm.
I actually had to call the guy I bought it from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey man, is there a button I press for the thing? And he's like,
Oh
no,
my
you just go
gosh.
over and you push on the other side of it, and it pops out like that. I'm like, okay.
You know, when you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know. And like, I
Yeah.
thought it was like if it was something because it's not a new Xterra. It's like 15 years old, so
Yeah.
2005. But it's like
Yeah.
I thought, oh, maybe they're the ones that like pioneered that,
Yeah.
where you press the button and it pops out, so people aren't stealing your gas in the middle of the night.
Yeah, stop stealing my gas.
Right? It happens.
I gotta get to work tomorrow.
It happens all the time.
No, I know. I'm just glad we live in an area where it doesn't happen daily. Oh, you living a different life I don't know
Yeah,
about?
on the West End, you know.
Oh, shoot.
I live
But,
on the West Side.
But no, getting back to the topic, like, the reason I was asking is, like I said, I dated people who don't have a car or license, so I was always the person driving. And every time I was driving somewhere, I had them in the passenger seat going, I'm driving a piece of shit car, and they're not contributing anything to this part of the relationship. Like, I can't even say, hey, I'm not feeling well, can you come pick me up so I can go to the store and get, you know, whatever I need? Or like, hey, can you come get me so I can go run an errand? Like, I never had that option. And, but then again, like, I've dated people who had, like, these big-ass trucks, and I drove them, and I was like, yeah, I feel totally badass in this. And then I'd go back to my car, and I guess I just wonder if, like, guys have that same thing, or if, when I was talking to my friend, he actually brought up a really good point. He said that anytime he had to drive his girlfriend's car, or anybody else's car that, you know, lent it to him, he always felt kind of humbled that somebody would let him have the use of their vehicle. Like, that takes a lot of trust. And I don't think people really value that level. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but they don't really value that level of trust nowadays. It's like, wow, somebody let you have something they put a lot of money into.
Yeah.
Like, you should bring it back with a full tank of gas. You should bring it back better than you got it. Like, I don't really think that people have that mentality anymore. I don't know. Just something I was thinking about today.
Yeah.
Or over the last few days, I guess. I don't know.
That's not bad.
And then I drove my car here, and I was like, thank God I don't have a piece of crap car anymore. It's true. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, I'm very grateful that I was able to get it.
I was gonna say,
you can just cut this part out.
get you another beer. No, this
Oh.
is non-stop. It's
Oh,
rolling thunder.
I guess we're going.
This is part of it.
Which actually, you know, I remember this when we had our podcast before. I'd always talk about what I was drinking, and this one is a 10-barrel Hazy Trail Juicy IPA. I'm not gonna. Nope, because they're not sponsoring us.
Oh yeah.
Forget that. I'm just drinking it to, you know. Oh, that's actually something else that's interesting.
What's that?
I took the whole month of August off of drinking.
Yeah, that's right.
It was probably the best thing I ever did. I stopped drinking booze and started eating better. Lost like 10 pounds.
Not bad. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that too.
Yeah,
like,
we
were both. We've been losing weight this past year.
Yeah.
I about a few months back, I started dieting and exercising and like meal prepping almost every day and. Like, I mean, the last few days I've eaten nothing but crap, but it's been a weird week. Taco Bell.
It always
McDonald's.
comes.
I've been drinking canned coffees.
You're welcome.
And what else? And just lots of like not really a lot of sugar, but I've lost over 35 pounds since I've started.
You look good, bud.
I've been trimming out. This
He looks
shirt.
good.
Last time I was able to wear this shirt was like.
Oh, is that the one you sent me the picture of?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
It was like 7 years ago. Like
Yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
even get the shirt on without it. Like I would have shredded it, but now it's like now I'm shredded.
No, it's like, it's pretty loose though.
It
Like,
is.
it's even more loose than when you sent me the picture like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much at the point where my body is like, okay, we're just
Kind of plateauing.
I'm burning, but I need to start exercising again because my muscles are like disappearing, you know.
Well,
I'm
what was really
flattening
nice
out.
is they so last year when the hotel had their whole renovation thing, they renovated the gym, and so all the old equipment went down into the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I went ahead and turned it into an employee gym, but
he did.
I am the employee.
He is the one. I tried, and it's terrifying. Not gonna lie, it's
spooky down
It
there.
is very spooky. You feel like you're being watched the entire time,
Well,
even with your music up loud.
Oh yeah, well you have all those bays and everything down there,
Yeah.
so you don't know who's either coming around this corner here or the corner over here, and there's just like the fact that it feels like you're being watched. But here's the thing about our storage bays: there's two of them. There's two hallways.
Yeah.
So here's the hallway you walk down. There's a door right here and there's a door right here. You go on this door right here. This one right here is where the gym and a bunch of stuff. This is where I actually do little projects here at the hotel. And then this door over here, this one is where all the stuff is stored. This is like where the linens and everything else. There's no, like, it's mostly just all the stuff that's used for the rooms and whatnot. Well, if I go to the one where I go work out in the gym and everything, it's fine. I don't feel awkward or weird or like freaked out at all. It's nice and quiet and peaceful down there. Like, I've even just like turned off my music and just sat there and just took in the sound of the humming wires and the pipes and stuff and shit going pop, bang, like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, and then when you go to the other side, it has everything where people are putting stuff and grabbing things and everything. You walk down there, and you could be thinking about something, and like you couldn't even be thinking about how creepy it is down there. Like just something normal, or like, oh, I gotta run back to the rooms, or gotta get back upstairs, or whatever. And then out of nowhere, there's something just
kind of overtakes you.
It does. It's like it's creepy. I've had a
sure.
couple of experiences down there. One of them, she was probably the reason why it was so creepy. But yeah, so she pretty much helped set up that doll. There was a doll thing down there, but I'll save that for our ghost story special because we actually have a few episodes where we want to talk about ghosts, conspiracy theories, all that.
Around Halloween, maybe.
Getting closer to
maybe,
that.
yeah.
October. I think October is
yeah.
when we'll focus on the spooky shit. But
Definitely.
September, right now, we're just going to do like fun stuff. You'll probably see us driving around in a car, running around. We're going to have a bunch of interviews too. Like we've met some really cool people this year.
Yeah.
Like we actually met this one guy. His name's Matt.
Yeah. Can't wait to have him on here.
He was actually really cool. We'd get a couple of drinks in him, start talking some cool stuff.
You should have recorded the conversation. It was fantastic.
Yeah, when he came in, I was like, you said, hey, come over here and sit down with us, and we were at the bar. And
I did not expect him.
Me either.
Yeah.
And he's like, is it cool if I do that, or I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
We ended up inviting him over to sit with us, and as soon as he started talking and everything, I was like, wow, okay, I want to record this. But I should have gotten the audio. That would have been a great thing for like an audio thing. Like, that would have been a good one. It would have been like a bar experience.
We'll probably have a couple of those. I mean, we don't really go out too much anymore, but I actually find it more fascinating because, like, sometimes we'll go out on, like, a Monday night, and you find the people who don't want the whole bar scene.
Yeah.
And they're so fascinating.
That, and it's nice where you, like...
You can hear.
Yeah, you can hear yourself think.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, what? Huh?
Like,
what's your number?
I'm sorry, this rap music is telling me to shake my butt. Hold on a second.
My neck. My back.
Okay.
My double shot energy, now I'm back.
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
Wow.
Man, it has been... No.
Whack,
No.
whack,
I have more respect.
Whack.
I have more respect for myself. I'm sorry. But, no, it's been a wild year. Has there been anything else over the last year?
God, I can't really think. I mean, it's kind of a blur today.
It really
it's been
is.
a long day.
the day, the year, everything's kind of morphing together.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the effect. I think we're living in a weird time. But I picked up the SCP series. That's a really cool show.
I can't wait for you to talk about that.
It's not really a show. I mean, it's just like I guess it is a series, but it's more of a catalog. I don't know if you look up Secure, Contain, Protect, SCP.
Well, I remember the first time you told me about it.
Yeah.
For a split, like, the more you talk about it, the more real it seems.
It is, and
which is kind of terrifying.
If you read like the documents and stuff that they make, it's really cool. Like they even have people making spin-off actual live action movies on YouTube for it.
Really?
Yeah, they have this one called Dollhouse, and it looks awesome. I don't remember the people that made it, but it's pretty cool. They it's like really well produced and everything.
That's crazy.
I've been watching ones like Tales from the SCP Foundation. It's animated, and they have some pretty spooky ones on there.
Nice.
They what is it? But like what's the other thing too? I'm really excited to talk about all the spooky stuff. I mean, I know we made a podcast mainly to talk about everything under the sun, but I feel like our main thing is the spooky stuff.
Everybody has spooky.
Everybody has a scary
every once
story.
in a while, I think it'll be good for us to have the spooky stuff because honestly, it happens more often than not here.
It does. Idaho's a spooky place.
Like when I'm working in a room and I hear somebody yelling, so naturally I go down the hall and there's no one there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, especially in the basement here where we're recording.
That was the other thing. For a while, we are in the basement. What do you call him? I call him Walter. The ghost.
The ghost? I don't know. I don't really give them names.
No? Them?
Them.
Okay, I thought there was this one who knocked my towels down. Did I say too much?
Yeah. Knocked my towel down. Ew.
He knocked my towels over.
No.
You bitch.
I get the one that fucking steps on the back of my feet while I'm down here.
What a jerk.
I don't want to piss off the ghost, but yeah, I mean like.
Sorry, Walter. I just call him Walter because I feel he needs a name.
Needs a name?
I don't know. Say my name. I don't know.
Was that like a demented Forrest Gump?
I don't
Say
know.
my name, Jenny.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Say my name. Anyway.
You should go back to Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama. Bubblegum
Anyway.
shrimp.
Oh gosh. Well, if there isn't anything else that we need to cover over the last year, I think we pretty much nailed everything. I mean.
Not bad.
No.
I mean, it's been a weird year. I mean,
really
you guys have probably had more interesting years than us, but
yeah, leave a comment. Tell us how your year is going. Your year.
Your year.
Your year.
Your year at Don't Look at the Bus.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want. Like, and by the way, we're actually not just on YouTube anymore. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and we'll probably get.
We'll get on Spotify eventually. Mostly,
once we
obviously.
figure out how that works.
Yeah, that's my job.
On the spoofy.
The spoofy.
On the spoofy.
Spoofy. Anyway, we're nutcases. Sorry.
We're I think the next episode. I don't know what. If you guys have any ideas or topics that we should cover, we'll do it. Like first topic.
If there's anything you like or don't like, let us know. We know the lighting sucks. Sorry. But this is what we have to work with right now.
I kind of like it. I mean, it actually makes me look like I have more hair. I mean, I do have hair.
You do. I do. Look. You should take some of my hair and...
I want to be a ginger.
I'm not a ginger. I'm a daywalker. I have a soul.
Carrot Top. Worst looking cousin. And Carrot Top.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, wait, I'm prettier than Carrot Top.
Prettier? I'm prettier than a prop comic.
Oh my goodness. Anywho.
Right.
We have so much lined up, you guys. We're so excited to be back and recording and having the video and everything. Like, it's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little weird.
It's not bad. I mean, honestly, I'm
Yeah.
kind of glad we actually have a spot where we can record.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
private. We don't have to share it with anybody.
Mm-mm.
I mean, now and then we might have to, but
Lunch people.
lunch people.
Lunch people. But other than that, no, we're doing well. We're doing really well. We hope you are too. And
But here's a reminder.
don't look at the bus.